Hi everyone, this is the presentations meeting, and Cherry will be present about the topic emotion today. So Cherry, are you ready to just give us your presentation?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yes,
So,
let's start now.
hello everyone. Yeah, it's my pleasure to share with you my presentation today. It's about emotional quotient (EQ), important in modern life. As far as I know, many people think that IQ, intelligent quotient, is the most important factor to make someone succeed. But I don't think so because from the reality around me, I can see that many people with a very high IQ, but they cannot completely successful because they lack of EQ. That's why I choose this topic, and I want to give some more information about EQ to you today. So EQ is the ability to recognize and control the emotion of ourselves and others to guide thought and behavior. Especially nowadays, the hustle and modern life is never easy, even though you make it seem like it is. So I think EQ plays a very important role in our modern life, and EQ can also help us to have a better life. And there are five factors build up or create EQ. That is self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skill. And I will talk each factor in detail. First, self-awareness is the ability to understand yourself and your impact on the others, and self-awareness conclude realistic self-assessment, self-deprecating sense of humor and confidence. First, realistic self-assessment is mean that you can judge yourself exactly. You know what you are. For example, if you are an optimistic person, and you know that you can bring joyfulness to the other, so whenever you meet the other, you want to tell them positive thing or some funny story to make them feel happy when have you there. And second is self-deprecating sense of humor. It means that everyone have their weakness. Me too. For example, myself is so small and short because I only my height is only 1.50 meters, and my weight is only 44 kilograms. So myself is small and short, but I'm not sad about it. And I always talk about my weakness with a humorous attitude. So self-deprecating sense of humor is mean that you can easily talk about your weakness is in a humorous way, and so that people around me also call me with a very crazy name that a cute mushroom. And the third is confident. Confident is totally different between totally different with arrogance. You don't need to show up yourself too much, but you need to know what is your strong point and what you have, and you also know how to improve your confidence, your strong point, and take advantage of your strong point to get a better achievement. That's three factor in self-awareness. The second factor is self-regulation. It's the ability to control or navigate troubles, conflicts, and mood. And it also consists of thoughtfulness, comfort with ambiguity, and integrity. So let me talk about the first one, thoughtfulness. It means that you have to think very deeply before you give action. For example, if you want to beat someone or if you want to cut class, let's think about the consequences if you do that. So it's called thoughtfulness. And the second is comfort with ambiguity. It means that Um, no one can know everything. Me and you, no one can know everything. So don't blame on yourself and don't feel shy. If you don't understand anything, I think it's normal. And so let's feel comfortable with this. And so comfort with ambiguity is mean that you take it easy. You feel relaxed if you don't know or you don't understand something. And I think that sooner or later we will know about it if you spend time to research about it. So let's feel comfortable. And integrity, it has the same meaning with honesty. But honesty doesn't mean that you have to tell everything to everybody. It just means that if you promise something or if you talk something, let's do it as you promise. Yeah, that's integrity. And I also give you a picture of 12 ways to self-regulate. So you can take advantage of this. For example, can get fresh air, journal experience, you breathing techniques, read a book, create a cool down area, label your feelings, develop a routine, take a nap, take a break, or hug someone you love, or color a picture, or talk it out, or ask for help. It's a really good way for you to practice self-regulation. The third factor is motivation. Personally, I think motivation is the very important factor to have a high EQ. It concludes passion for the work, desire to raise the bar, and commitment and optimism. So let me talk about the passion for the work. It's not only on the work for the work, I think, but also when you study or when you do anything, you must have the passion. For example, if I have the passion for dancing or learning English, I will love it more each day and I will spend more time for it and I will practice more. So of course, it can lead me to better, a better chance or it can lead me to have a better achievement in the future. So if we have the passion, I think we'll succeed. The second is desire to raise the bar. To raise the bar, it means that you shouldn't stand still. Shouldn't stand still. You should move forward. And at each step, you must raise higher and higher criterion and try to obtain this. I mean that if you do nothing, you can become more successful. But if you take yourself the criterion that I must become a better version, so you try to do it and you can do it. A desire to raise the bar. And the third is commitment and optimism. I think that you should take the commitment for yourself. For example, you should write down the list have to do for a day or for a week. And you also should do it with the deadline. For example, today I have to present, I have to learn vocabulary, and I try to do it. That's the commitment. And let's do it with the optimistic attitude. You may feel more happy when you do it, and you don't need to be so stressful with the commitment. That's the motivation. The fourth factor is empathy. I think it's really important too because empathy includes ability to read between the lines and skill with group dynamic. The empathy is the ability to understand the emotion of the others and the skill to treat others according to their emotional reaction. And the ability to read between the lines is mean that it's describe that uh, you should understand what people are saying and what's happening, even that they don't say they don't say anything with you. For example, if my daughter said to me that, "Mom, I finished my homework," it means that she completed her homework. But it also means that, "Mom, I want to play game and I want to watch movie." So I think that I have the ability to read between the lines. It means that I can understand what she's saying, and I also understand what she wants, even that she didn't tell me about this. It's the ability to read between the lines. And another in empathy, that's the skill with group dynamic. It means that you have to do with different group, and you don't need to be pleased with everyone. But I think you should pay attention to their feeling before you give the decision. I will take an example. For example, in a speaking class, everyone want to talk, right? You and me already want to talk as much as as we can. But if you're concerned about the other feeling, let's talk. No, don't talk too much and too long. Keep it simple and short, and share the time with the other. It's the skill that you can understand the other feeling, and the skill with group dynamics, and it also called empathy. And the fifth factor is that social skill. Social skill is the ability to build relationship and networks. It's not just friendliness, it's a friendliness with a purpose. And it's a concept of expertise with teams, persuasiveness, and gifts for collaboration. And about expertise with team, it means that when you work in a group, you have the ability to pull them together, and also you can lead them to obtain the common goals, the best achievement. Is expertise. Expertise with teams. And the second is persuasiveness. It means that when you say something, you need to express your idea very clearly, and you also should persuade the other to agree with what you say. And in some case, it can have the same meaning with a negotiation to get a best result. And the last is give for collaboration. It means that I'm so enthusiastic, and I'm always ready to collaborate with the other for the common goal. And I'm ready to get along with everyone in order to have the best achievement. That's some way of social skill. And in conclusion, I can say that EQ is built up from five factors: self, uh, self-regulation, self-awareness, motivation, sympathy, and social skill. And luckily, EQ can be learned. So let's practice it every day with everyone. And I'm sure that you can have a better life, and you can have more chance in your work, your study, and your relation with your friend. And I hope that my short presentation today can useful for you in some way. Thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you, Cherry, for your presentation today. Actually, it's really useful for me because the information that you give me, and yes, I congratulations because you complete your presentation successful. And that I would like to give you some evaluate, just evaluations after your presentation. As I always love the way you present for everyone, and I enjoy every time you give us your speech, and you give us your knowledge during your presentation. And the yes, the slide. Yes, maybe because you are the professor in university, so I feel you have enough confidence during your presentation, and also the slide. It really attracts me to follow, and yes, it's really easy to follow and understand the points that you want to share with us, and you are completely prove your points. By the examples and your stories, you not only share about the knowledge, but also you give the fact, those and also about your stories, your daughter's stories, like this, and yes, um, and I would like that I love in your presentation is in the past that you talk about empathy. Yes, really impressed about that part. That's it help me understand, and you also give me the decisions. How can I, yes, how can I, um, yes, empathize others? And that's what I got from your presentation. That I understand more about EQ. And I know that's EQ really important in our life. And if we can control our EQ, we can achieve what we want in yes, what we want maybe in our job or in our relationships. And that's as you say, that's pay attention to their feeling, to others' feeling before give them decision. I really agree, and I learned from you very much after your presentation. Thank you, Cherry.
Thank you, Toro, for your feedback. And I know that I often have some mistake in grammar, and sometimes I forget the words, forget the vocabulary. But I promise I will try better in the next time. Thank you so much.
Yes, but I think that's that's the yes, the importance, the most important that we learn when we try to practice. Yes, give the presentation. That is in the confidence, and also yes, the way we talk. But I think that you are perfect, and this in my size. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so because we also have time, so I would like to ask some people in our room today to give Cherry some feedback after you listen her presentation. So let's who would like to talk first? Please raise hands. If no, let me ask someone, pick someone in this room. How about Nguyễn Phúc Dụng? Because you are maybe Bạn Ngọc, right? You are the yes the audience that's joined in this room really early, and you watch her presentation, almost her whole her presentation. So I would like to ask you feedback for for her. Hello, Nguyễn Phúc Dung, can you hear me?
May
I
I say something?
Yes, Cherry.
Ah, yeah. And if no one can give more feedback, we also can discuss whatever in my presentation. I'm ready to talk with you. Anything
Ah,
in my presentation.
yes. So if you have any feedback or any question in her presentation, so you can raise hand, and or maybe Trung Dung, I think maybe it's really her or Lan Anh. Hello, Lan Anh. Do you want to say something? or ask something about Cherry's presentation. Okay, so if not, I think I will, because this it will record. This meeting will be recorded, so you can watch again and just give the feedback after. So now we will move to another presentation. Is Trang, and yes, her topic today is about advantage and disadvantage of learning online. So Trang, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so do you have any slides to share? Do you need to share the screen?
Yeah. Can you
Okay.
see can you see my screen now?
Yes, I can see now. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. So hello everyone. My name is Trang and today I will share with you about the topic pros and cons of online learning during the time of COVID-19. So let's go. The first one, why I choose the topic today. You know, in the during the time of COVID-19 is pandemic is has seriously affect on study of the student, and online learning is the best way. It's the best creating strategy for more efficient delivery of the lesson, and moreover it can ensuring an interrupt learning usually from for the students, but I think it's a lot of concern about the quality of the lesson. You can the way you can deliver the knowledge. Okay, and today I will talk about two sides. The first one is pros, and the other side is cons. So let's start. The first one, pros. What are the advantages of online learning during the COVID-19? The first one, I will talk about the accessibility of time and place. The advantage of online education is that it allows students to attend classes from any location of their choice. And the other is also allows school to reach out to more extensive network to of students, or instead of being restricted by geographical boundary. Thus, online learning offers students the accessibility of time and place in education. And another is issue for a variety of learning styles. You know, every student has a different way to and different learning style. Some students are visual learner and white. Some students prefer to learn through audio. An online learning system is a range of options and resources. It can be personality in many ways. It is the best way to create a perfect learning environment suited to listen each student. Mhm. And the other side is cons. What are the disadvantages of online learning? You know, uh, the cons of the first one in the cons of um, online learning is the inability to focus on screen. Uh, they allow a greater chance for students to be easier detected by social media or other side. When you study, you can sleep, you can do another thing, um, but the teacher can know don't know about it. And the other the next one is teaching training. You know, maybe the teacher in Vietnam is so had not have a basic using digital so online learning, but online learning requires teacher to have a basic understanding of using digital forms of learning. However, this is not case anyway. Yeah, and the last one is manage screen time. A lot of students see the screen all time, and this increase in the screen time is one of the biggest concern and disadvantage of online learning. Sometimes students also develop bad posture and other physical problems due to staying hunched in front of a screen. And so is it that's all I want to say about my that's all I want to say about my presentation. Thank you for listening. If you have any question, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Ask me. Thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you, Trang, for your presentation. Yes, you know that's really highly appreciate you because of your well preparing today. Yes, I can see that you put so much effort in your presentation today, and the way you, yes, the way you do your presentation is also well because I can see that you have enough confidence during your presentation. It's not have any like you forget something or you feel shy when you speak. So actually, it's really just really success for you in your presentation. And this is the first thing I want to uh, say about you. Yes, and also you give us three main arguments in the yes advantage of learning online, and also three main arguments in the another side is either disadvantages. Yes, and I can see that which is argument you also give the yes the idea about your opinion and you just make it convince for the audience to listen um, yes um, and you know that's after your presentation I can learn something that's about the yes the uh, pros and also the cons of online learning. But I have one more suggestion for you. That's because you give us the yes the advantage and also the advantages. So I hope that after this we will have a summary to yes the maybe the solution for online learning like this because yes you just give the advantages and also the disadvantages. So I feel like that it's missing some information. Okay,
Yeah,
so this is my yes, this is my ev- uh, evaluation for you.
yeah. Thank you. I thank you. I think my preparation is not good, and I will improve in the next time. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, so who would like to yes give the feedback for Trang and also Cherry as well, and also have any question for their presentation? Please feel yes free to ask and free feel to share your opinion. Okay, so maybe I ask that's Trang because today you are listening about Cherry also. So can you give me some feedback about Cherry's presentation? And after this, Cherry will give her yes, give the feedback
Yeah,
for you too.
definitely yes. Yeah, definitely yes. I think her presentation is so nice. You know, wonderful. I had a lot of things the way she prepared the slide or the way she presentation. I think she's so confident. She's so nice. She I think I can gain a lot of knowledge about her presentation, like the EQ or the way you can gain the EQ, and I think it's and the slide and her slide is so clearly. It had a lot of image. I can uh, I can see it, and I think it's wonderful, and I can catch her idea. I think it's so nice. Yeah, that's all.
Yes, thank you, Trang.
Yeah, thank you so much for your
Yeah,
comment, and I also appreciate your presentation today because it's the fact we are now have to study online, and I myself am teaching online too. So I think it's a very common issue nowadays. And about your speech, I think you have a great presentation because I like your voice. I think that you have a moderate speaking speed. It's not too fast or too slow. It's suitable and it's easy to hear. And also, I think your slide is beautiful.
yeah. Thank
I
you.
think it's really easy to see, and I also can see that your idea is so clear. But however, I agree with total. Um, in issue that if you give the conclusion, maybe your presentation is better. So thank you.
Yes, thank
Yeah,
you,
thank
Cherry.
you. I will improve. Yeah.
Okay, yes. So today we have some audience. Maybe they join the first time they join and watch the presentation from our group. So, hello, bạn Ngọc. Can you hear me? I really would like to ask some feedback and some yes opinion from other audience today. Bạn Ngọc, can you hear me? Oh no. Lance Rose.
Okay, I will. Okay, nice to meet you. And okay, I
Yes,
can
nice
say
to meet you.
something. I can say something about her presentation, but I don't know what's her name. I just heard here. Actually, I heard her say about something about the advantages or disadvantages about learning online, online learning. So, but for me, I say she is confident to say something here, and see, and I also get her about the knowledge. I get now, but and nowadays we have the COVID-19 here, so we just say online learning is available for everyone on over the world, especially in Vietnam, and I agree with you now. But I think that's a difficult for some family, you know, and because now and because of COVID-19, and we can stay here, we can learn each other by online, and we can join the many teacher lesson here. That is good for everyone. But on the what do you think about school this time? And now we can start new year school. Yeah, new school year now. But I just think it's the other school, especially in the primary school, get a lot of disadvantage about learn online learning. And actually, they are very small. They don't know how to use the computer. They don't know how to learn on the computer. And if they learn on online, and also the parent on beside them, and they can take a lot of time to beside them. And if I think if the secondary school or high school, either the student can learn online. It is good for them. And also, that's it I just say about school this time. But my opinions about we can learn online and it's good for everyone because online learning we can learn everywhere. We can learn. We don't need go to school. We don't need go to the academies for learning, right? And Mm, and I just think the advantage of the online education this time and allow the student to attend the class anywhere. And even though they are stay at home, they can join the class and they can do anything, right? And so they can learn a lot of things. They can learn from other about confidence. Even though if we learn the face to face, some people or some students feel shy, right? And we can learn online, and this time we can up the camera so we can say something and we can be confident to say something and we can learn each other a lot of things. And also, and another, and other we can extend to online lesson. We can reduce the financial cost, right? Online education is far more affordable if compared to physical learning. We can learn, we can stay here, even though you are in Hanoi, in the Hue, and I am in London, we can enjoy each other, right? And so, and because of online learning, we can learn a lot of things. We can say something everywhere. We can learn each other about behavior, about the knowledge, about the attitude, right? And so it is. So I don't think it also have the disadvantage. And I think learning online has disadvantage and disadvantage. But we just know everything has two sides, but we can choose is it better for us, and we can choose. So that's my opinion.
Yes, thank you for Lams. Yes, I really appreciate about your respect for Chinese. Yes, actually, I agree with you. Yes, Lance, can you unmute your mic? Because I can hear my echo sounds. Okay, so yes, I agree with Lance that online learning is really important in our life, and especially in this time, it's either really strong pandemic, but we still connect people all around the world by online learning. It's really great, and I thank for that. Okay, so who would like to say something else? Let me see. Lan Anh, today, do you want to say something? Or Thanh Thanh? Lan Anh, are you able to talk now? Thanh Thanh, you are a new member, newbie in this group and also this meeting. Do you want to say something after you listen and hear the presentation from Cherry and also Trang? Okay, so if not, I think that's I will share. I will share for you this one. That's here you can see. Someone sitting here. Okay, I can share with you. That you can watch again the presentation from all of member in our group. Here. Yes. As you see, this is the link that I give in our Zalo group, and you can go there. It's either, yes, you can see here, and in this one, you can click here. You can see and watch again the presentation from all of our group. And also another the thing here is the speaking. Yes, the speaking class you can watch again here. Okay, so anyone want to say something else before I end this class? Okay, if no, Cherry, do you want to say something?
Yeah. Thank you so much for giving me the chance to share some new knowledge with all of you here. And I hope that everyone enjoy our meeting every day. And I want to give a big thank to Ha, to Totoro, because you are my motivation. Thank you.
Yes, as you know, that's I really enjoy the presentation meeting because at that meeting I can just gain so many knowledge from you. You can share about so many topics in our life, and I learned a lot. Yes, I learned a lot from this. I need to thank all of you guys. And also you know that you also is in my motivation that's make me still doing this job every day. So thank you everyone to join in this meeting. Yes, and you know that's maybe tonight at 7 p.m. I will open the class speaking based on topic. So hope you can join and practice your speaking skills. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yes, bye bye.